Dude, if you're seeing this right now, you're watching The Party with Marty.
We're here to party with Marty!
Today's special guest is none other than Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night, Mr. Pay-Per-View, Mr. Any Night of the Week, currently kicking ass all over the world on AEW and stealing the show everywhere he goes. RVD is a WWE Hall of Famer and a former ECW, WWE, TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Between all three companies, Rob Van Dam won 21 total championships and is only one of two wrestlers in history to have held all three World Heavyweight Championships, the only man in history to hold the ECW and the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the same damn time. The original architect and flat out one of the greatest of all time. The whole fucking show. Now live on The Party with Marty podcast.
Yes, sir, you did it again. You managed to find us no matter where we hide. It's The Party with Marty, hypothetically, other than Rod Van Dam's best damn podcast ever. And tonight, a special night, you're getting treated with the man himself. First of all, let me pull in hypothetically the best producer and co-host in the game, Mr. Greek Savage.
Thank you, Marty. It's an honor to be here. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good, but we need both of us to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Rob Van Dam.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Thanks for the invite to the party.
Hey, it's good to see you, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of city behind you. What is that?
Yeah, you're having a good time, it looks like.
Downtown Los Angeles.
Trouble can be found.
What's cooking in LA, man? What's for dinner?
Trouble got me here.
Trouble got you there?
Boy, I feel bad for you on that one because I visited the courtroom once, or twice, or like.
No, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I'm here on trial. This hasn't been picked up by TMZ or anything yet. Surprisingly, now that you know that and where I'm at, it's public records from there on. But either way, I'm gonna put this story out as soon as I can. Anyway,
you got to be first. Yeah.
For years, this asshole. Let's just say, if you were to guess that some a-hole picked the fight with me and didn't like the results, so he's trying to extort me.
He must not have known.
You wouldn't be wrong. Let me just say that.
Well, I don't know why somebody would do that. Although you don't have the look like damn, look at me. I don't want to fuck with him. You got that very nice look. You're like, man.
And you sound like his fucking lawyer. His lawyer's like, look at him. He's a monster. Who in their right mind would pick a fight with him?
Is that what he?
Get me in trouble. I don't know if I can be talking about that shit yet, man.
Be careful. Be careful.
Supposed to end today. They dragged on with so much ridiculous, pointless bullshit that we got to continue on until tomorrow.
How long? How many days is this now?
Tomorrow's going to be day 4. For me, I mean, the jury selection, all that shit happens before.
Yeah. That's a whole nother day or two.
Well, it's a good thing this show doesn't play till Thursday, so I think you're safe.
Yeah, good, because fuck those guys. They're looking for anything. So if you put this out tonight, they would try. They're looking for anything. They're throwing everything at the wall hoping
That's what they
something
do, yeah.
sticks. Nothing sticks. It bounces off, falls on the ground. The jury laughs at him. That's what I'm saying.
I'm surprised though they didn't come at you with, look, you'll win, but it's going to be cheaper than going through trial. It'd be cheaper to settle out. They didn't try to hit you with that.
It was offered.
Yeah. He said it in a snake. Oh yeah, we got to be quiet. Yeah, sorry. Yep. Yeah.
I want to give that guy a quarter. If the jury gives that guy 25 cents, I'll be surprised. I'm pretty sure they're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, it's just the whole process.
Well, I don't think you would have wasted your time going to trial if you didn't know you were gonna, have a great chance of winning.
Dude, everything they say is so stupid. Sometimes I even have to laugh. You know what I mean? His guy, this don't come out till Thursday, so it's okay.
Thursday night too.
Katie's up there on the stand because she's witnessed all this and stuff. And at one point, the lawyer says, look at his papers, and he goes, "Did you and Rob release a sex tape?"
and what did you say?
No, I wasn't out there. I was laughing. I laughed. Katie was up there. It was like, what? And like, of course, that was objected on and everything. But they're so stupid. They're so stupid. I seriously, I would not want this guy's lawyers. He got the bottom of the barrel, and that's what he deserved because he's below the bottom of the barrel. I thought he was a scumbag before. Now
you know.
Now you know.
No, he's an even lower life form than I thought. Can't wait to talk about him. Can't wait to talk about him on my YouTube channel soon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, TMZ's coming after you. You know that they're coming.
I'm surprised they haven't, but it's like, dude, you never know what someone's going through.
They might still show up.
This is one of those things I've been going through for 4 years. You never know what someone's going through. I haven't talked to people about it, especially the public, but it's one of many things that people will be surprised at because they just don't know. They make up, they fill in the blanks on everything they don't know. People are people are just stupid. They're basic thinkers. Basic thinkers. If they don't see you, you ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and that's big ass saying. If you ain't getting talked about, you ain't doing shit. Hey, but out of that, let me ask you. Katie
just walked into the bar.
Oh yeah, all right. Hey, so what if they would? Here's my question though. If they would ask you, on stand, Rob, who was your best match ever in your mind in wrestling? What would you have said? Oh, you would do
What are you talking about, brother?
How do you fucking do that, man? You are friends with him. You got to be. I was friends with him all those years. Oh my God!
If Rob does that in person when I see him next time, I might die.
Oh, look, man.
You know what, Matt? The best match? Did you ask me who was the best match ever?
Yeah. If they ask you in court, because you got to be, you got to be honest, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Under oath. You're under oath.
Yeah.
You're under Jerry Oates.
It's a good question.
He trained you, right, Jerry Oates? No.
He said he did.
You say he did or no?
He says he did. Yeah, he actually did. I learned more from Eddie Mansfield. Y'all making love on TV. I mean, on.
You want to say hi, baby?
What's up, Boo-Boo?
Let's get Rob on the full screen here.
Oh, I'm just doing this.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Goofy.
Wow.
You can't wear a pink dress in court.
She's in her conservative court clothes.
That was pretty nice for conservative.
Very nice dress.
In fact, I think Savage would wear it.
If you paid me, maybe. I don't know. You'd have to pay me a good amount. Katie Forbes over
here. Okay. There's a room right behind.
Hey, maybe there will be a sex tape after tonight, Marty. Rob, maybe there will be.
There's a sex tape going now.
That's probably how the rumor got out.
They got you hook, line, and
if you do that every show.
What's funny is that he's talking about the thing that TNA did. TNA produced this thing, and they got him thrown off of what was it? What'd they get thrown off of, baby? Not Spike, but like a game channel, Twitch. Yeah, they got thrown off Twitch or something for a minute, and because they produced this steamy scene with me and Katie and Jennifer, and it's like it's so funny because they wrote it and directed it and edited it and produced it, showed it, everything. But in the fans' minds, they're gonna think that was us being crazy, and they just happened to catch it, But besides that, that's probably what they're thinking of, and that's what they try to do is blur the lines between the wrestling world and the real world.
That's their job. Yeah,
they're even trying to say, like, you fought Brock Lesnar. You beat Brock Lesnar, right?
oh God, yeah.
I don't think I ever beat him.
That's the only time wrestling becomes real.
Yeah, they're so bad, and I don't think they're fooling anybody.
So they're using the term wrestling, not sports entertainment.
No, they did that, and then they tried to blur the line.
Yeah.
They were like, you do scripted wrestling, right? And then they were like, some of the scripted wrestlers also do like legit fighting, like MMA, like UFC, right? Like, in fact, Brock Lesnar does both, right? You fought Brock Lesnar, and he does MMA, UFC fighting. Wait, didn't you beat Brock Lesnar? Which I don't think I did beat him. I don't know. I'm like, do you know? Did I beat him? He's like, he goes, you wrestled him twice, right? I remember one match. I don't think I won that match, I don't know you're different, but you're not fooling anybody. I couldn't help. I'm like, dude, you're not fooling anybody trying to blur the line. I did not beat Brock Lesnar.
You can't do that.
Beat Brock Lesnar in a fucking fight.
Well, I call him out on everything. To be on TV. This trial sounds like it would be good entertainment, better than the OJ trial.
I swear to God, there's so much. He had me stand up one time to show him the difference between approaching somebody like this scumbag did to me, all sly, like against everyone trying to hold him back, and then actually put his hand up on my shoulder and got up next to me. And he's like, what's the difference between putting your hand on someone like you're going to knife them and putting your hand on your shoulder in a respectful way? And I had to stand up there and go face to face like an Indian, like, how? And put my hand on his shoulder, like, how? Today is good, sir. And I said, then there's this. And I went, and I had to fucking knife him.
Hey,
it's been ridiculous. It's been so entertaining. Honestly.
There you go, Savage. I was just saying.
I wish it was. I wish this was fucking. This could be pay-per-view. Like some of the shit that's come out has been so fucking funny.
Oh man, this is something we'll never forget. Like when I went through for that dude with the Chuck Austin. How could I forget that dude? $24 million he got off me. But when you spoke in California, it's legal. What do you got right there? Or is that a shot of nicotine?
Oh, yeah. Motherfucker, you think I'm gonna put nicotine in my body? Come on now.
But but on Chuck Austin, man, the shit I sat and watched, the Roman eye that you were doing, he got on stand, you're under oath. And he got up there and point blank lied, got caught lying. They'd ask him like, well, you saw how he landed because he did that rocker dropper, moved it wrong, dove on his head. Gravity, sue God, gravity's what fucking did it. But so Sean's up there, he goes, but you saw how he landed, that he landed wrong, and you still went to the top rope and jumped off on him to do that headbutt. And the thing is, I told Sean when I went over and tagged him, Sean actually did have an idea. What was that? Is that champagne?
Yes, that's my go-to drink. That's what I've been drinking for like the last.
Well, save me some. Don't drink it all.
I got you another one.
Okay. But so Sean's up there and they say, you saw how he landed. So you knew he didn't land right. And then you jumped off anyway with it, which I had told Sean when I tagged him because I saw the guy laying there. And I say the guy, Chuck fucking Austin, and doing his fingers like looking at him. So I'm thinking, well, he must think he's hurt. So I tagged Sean to come off the top. I said, hey, careful, he might be hurt. And Sean did do good, even with the eye. He did do good. He jumped off, and you could tell he didn't come close to hitting him. When it
he took care of him.
Yeah, but the ring, here's what they said in court, but the ring bounced, so it aggravated the neck, it's a broken neck. But so Sean, as he asked Sean, he goes, but you saw it. You saw that he landed wrong, yet you chose to jump off anyway. And Sean says, no, I didn't. He said, I was facing, I didn't see it. I was facing the crowd. I was working the crowd. I didn't see it. And he says, He goes, he was being so cocky and arrogant, and you know you don't do that in court. And he's up there like, that's what we do. I'm doing it the way we do it. I'm doing it good. I'm working the crowd. My back was to it. And they said, oh, really? It was on TV, probably it was taped. They said, see if you can identify yourself in this video. Sean, being a smart ass, he says, I don't need the video. I'm the blonde one.
He said what?
I don't need the video. I'm the blonde one. And so they said, oh, okay. And then they show it. And Sean's looking. He's sitting there waiting for the tag. He's sitting looking right in. And he even does the follow through, you know, with your head like poof.
Sells with it.
Yeah. And then he goes, that's you, the blonde hair one right there. That's you right there. But you said you were facing the crowd. You didn't see it, but that's you. Follow. And Sean goes, when I did my head down, my hair fell. And I didn't see how he landed. But so he had lied on stand, and mother F. The next day, the judge said there's no evidence against you. So they let him go. Left me the sacrificial lamb. I mean, you know, you either got gat luck, which I got, that bad luck shit that don't matter what you do, it doesn't work, or you got Sean luck. No matter what, step in shit and come out smelling like a rose.
Yeah.
But that's just the way.
You know what? I believe in karma, though, and that's how I'm looking at it.
I do too.
There's no way karma's going to award that scumbag, money grabbing piece of shit anything, and they're not going to punish me.
And they shouldn't.
What I had to do, so I feel pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't have done what you had to do, imagine what would have been all over the damn the world. Some whippersnapper, some zero. I should have called somebody a zero, but what are you supposed to call them? A 9 to 5. Oh no, that was wrong. 9 to 5.
The thing is now, this is basic. People have to hear this to understand. In this day and age, you got to put that in there so that. But anyway, I assume everyone's got a gun, especially if they're coming after me. They got something up their sleeve, because why the fuck you coming after me? And their lawyer tries to make that sound so ridiculous. Like he could really have a gun wearing what he wore. He's got a gun tattooed on his hand. And he's like, no, it's for positive energy. That's because I shoot for success. It's so fucking did my client know? Did Rob know that's what that tattoo stood for when you came up to him like a fucking asshole? Anyway,
craziness, man. It's total crazy.
I believe in karma. I'll be so
I do too.
If anything happens,
the only thing, Rob,
this guy.
You know, the only thing, Rob, about karma is it doesn't happen in where we get to see it. Okay, for karma, let me see it at least.
It's a big picture kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's a big picture thing, and you gotta just know in the big picture things, a lot happens that you don't actually get to witness, but still balances out in its own ways.
This dude that ripped me off 100, he was supposed to have been a friend from Columbus, Georgia, with Jerry Oates at his gym. Then me and him bought a Gold's Gym in Valdosta, Georgia. I actually put $150,000 cash, because I don't like paying interest. I had the money, it's when it was doing good with WWF at the time. And with Valdosta, Georgia is a sports town, the football team, college football, high school, all that. They win state every year. The college team was great. But they didn't have no damn gym except for the YMCA, so, hey, just throw a Gold's Gym. It did good. We started doing great right off the bat. And the friends, both, my friend, he ended up taking the money and running. And the short of it all is he took my money. He didn't put a dime in. Oh, Macho Man, my friend Randy, Randy. He's like, brother, don't ever use your own money, for that very reason, if somebody pulls some shit like that. But, that's a lesson learned. $150,000 later,
and that's an expensive lesson.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Rob.
Hey, look at me. Putting the moves on Betty Boop there. I like that.
Hey, look at and what's his name? Piazza.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, you never knew this because I never told you, But when I had first met you in ECW, that was the first time I'd seen you on TV. But just like
Marty, would you do Betty Boop?
if she asked me to for a favor, but she's kind of skinny.
Not too skinny for me.
I have found this is what
Beautiful is beautiful.
So you actually like her. I did good that night.
Smart man.
Sexy, skinny, sexy, thick. If you
Why look who you got you got the most famous player from the Mets, and you got Betty Boop, and look over what I got. My guy's got a rat and a fork.
A rat? Oh, okay. Who is that from the Mets? I don't know.
But
who am I holding with my right arm?
Looks like number 3.
That's Piazza.
Mike
Piazza?
The catcher. Piazza.
Mike Piazza.
The catcher for the Mets.
Okay.
And he was like,
crashing my party, man. It's crashing my party.
Overpaid. All right, next slide. Oh, what do we got over here?
Hey.
Oh man, I love that damn that top you got on. Rob, you got to give me that.
Talk about a power couple, man. You guys might be the hottest couple.
Yeah,
in the
that's
world.
definitely it. Where'd you find that? Oh, that's on Rob's site.
Yes.
What's that?
We took some liberties with some pictures.
Boy, y'all going all out.
That's from those people. What are they called? Chalk Line. Do you work with them, Marty, or do you know? Anyway, this company.
We gotta get them with Chalk Line.
They started making all these shirts and tank tops that look like my wrestling outfits.
Yeah.
You can wear like a replica by having a tank top and shorts and basically have an outfit. And anyway, that's pretty sure that you made the jacket too. They've gone outside of just the shorts and tank top, but
that's a badass.
Cool.
I like that.
Yeah, it was
nice.
really cool.
Yeah,
Man, y'all got some style, man. Y'all got y'all got artist taste. Her top matches.
Yeah, my wife is
so good.
fucking hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all don't have to kiss all day long on TV though.
I must be happy as fuck.
Now you should just charge for that. You should charge people like $50 an hour to just watch you guys.
We
make out.
do. It's an after hours thing.
Perfection.
Hey, I wore something for you. You ain't said that yet, Mr. 420. You want me to turn my head?
I ain't said nothing yet.
No, look, I wore that for you.
Oh,
two of them.
Dude, okay.
Look, I got two of them.
I'm
I had
touched.
it. Yeah.
I'm touched.
Yeah.
I'm touched in an inappropriate place.
Don't do that.
Cookies, anyone?
Oh, is that you?
Sugar? Is it
Hey.
sugar?
Hey, Rob.
Chocolate chip cookies, you know.
Hey, Rob, how did this happen? How did Ric Flair get a strain of weed out before we did? Well, you might already have. I think you already got one, don't you?
Yeah, I don't really. Right now, I'm in between shit. I had a product. It was a pre-roll in Oklahoma and in California, but always had distribution problems in California. And talking to someone that says they're going to put him back out, but that's all. That's all for me. You know, not like I've had 100 meetings, and I find the business seems to be so shady. I've had so many people.
Yeah.
So excited to meet me, and they're like, oh my god, all our employees at the factory are so happy that you're here. This is gonna be cool, and then the deal falls through every time. But
yeah, you told me that the other day. Yeah.
Well, I had some partners that I got rid of, and so my first thought is maybe it's always been them, because everyone that I've talked to says they were hard to deal with, which I can imagine. But at the same time, as soon as I got rid of them, some other people came forward and said, well, we want to do business with you. And I've had like 3 or 4 of them sound pretty good and then drop off too. So
yeah, man, it's just like them action figures. It's the same ass shit.
I feel like,
Except different.
But hey, I'm trying to talk to Marty Jannetty here.
Let them know from the Rockers.
Rude.
That messed you up. That got you.
Yeah, I was trying to I lost my train of thought.
Completely.
Sorry, that's why
I just saw it. And I just saw it go by. You saw that train go by.
The train quickly left the station.
Oh, wait a minute, Rob. I've been wanting to ask you.
Something about right weed, there. And then they dropped off. And then, I was just gonna say that where my passion is, from my perspective, I really want to make the plant more accessible to people that need it. That's always it for 30 years. That's what I've done. 20 years, 30 years. 25 years, let's say, and so if I don't profit off of it, okay, so be it. Right. Other people profit off it that were bad mouthing me the whole time, but now they're making it. Hey, if that's the way it is, I still just want it to be more accessible to people that need it, and that's more important than making money. So, however life wants to take care of that situation,
right. and that's right thinking, and that's care, and that's what makes you valuable in the world. We're helping others. I mean, if we get a reward from it, our reward is we help somebody. They needed it, like you said. Like what they call it, medicinal. I can't even say it right, but like you were telling me the first. Why'd you left me? Where'd you go? There she is.
I don't have makeup on, and I'm a conservative dress code of court.
Yeah, we heard about you. You cussed out the attorney or something. We're making stories up as we go.
Okay.
Look at them nails. Do that again, though. Okay.
Yeah, she got her nails cut.
Oh yeah, I got my nails conservative.
No, wow.
Oh, you forgot. Okay,
normally I have long nails.
Me too.
That sounds like a counter lawsuit right there.
It might be. You're trying to fool us. Hey, right there, our stuff, Paul. Right, Rob. That guy right there at the bottom, can you see him? How do you feel with him? Do you like him? Is he good for you? Did he try to, what are you doing? Sprinkling salt or hair on him?
That guy?
Yeah, that would. Well, don't do that. No, leave that guy alone.
You might have heard of him, the advocate.
You might. Is that Kobe Bryant Arena behind y'all? What's behind y'all? To your left shoulder, behind y'all. Yeah, what's that? Oh, you're inside. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're chilling.
Damn, man, you're in a nice place.
Yeah. We're by this thing. We're by the fucking whatever that's called. LA
That's
Live.
a good shot right there. Like that.
By the Staples Center, where all that bullshit is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking there was a Staples Center. Like, what is that right there?
It's called LA Live.
LA Live.
They got a skating rink down there and shit.
There's a lot of hookers that hang out there. High dollar ones though, not the cheap ones. And the only reason I know that somebody told me. I wouldn't know.
I think he's getting stressed out just looking at Heyman. Heyman probably
so that's what I was going to say.
Does Heyman still owe you money, Rob? I got to ask. Sorry, Marty. I got to ask.
No, it's okay. Because I want to hear that too. If you're okay with it, it's up to you.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with anything, but no, I don't consider there to be any debt there. There's people that I've literally given money to that were going to pay me right back that never did.
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago that I really don't consider there being a debt to. Paul never had any personal debt to me.
We call it unreceivables.
Yeah, but I mean, it was, the company, HHG. That's how I look at it. The company didn't pay me for some things, but it did pay me enough to keep me happy going through it. Just eventually, shit I wasn't getting paid for, which was just royalties, pay-per-view bonuses, that shit was adding up, but there was no way to even track that. You know what I mean? It was guesstimating.
I almost got to trust him.
No, I got nothing for that. So, the trust was betrayed. Trust was betrayed there, but I'm just saying, whatever the number was, who the fuck knows? I went by a minimum and saying, okay, even if it was only this much each pay-per-view, in each quarter for the shirts or whatever, and I came up with a number that's out there, not that accurate. That's what I got screwed out of. Yeah. That's what it cost me to get through that part of my life. That's how I see it.
Yeah. And I mean, I used to love Paul to death.
Someone's writing me a $150,000 check, and saying, hey, remember 2001? That ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's like there's there's been lots of times I've lost out on big money, and it's just like that's what it costs me to go through that.
Yeah.
Don't make me bring up the divorce with Evil X. That was that was by far the most expensive so far. Even this douchebag here, if the jury gave this guy anything, it'd be substantial enough to be one of those moments where I'd have to be like, fuck, that was an expensive lesson. But they ain't going to give him shit because he's full of shit, and they know he is.
Yeah, most likely.
All right, I can't talk about it anymore now.
But
I can't talk to her about it because she's a witness.
She's about to smack you in the back of the head. Oh, you already knew. You already knew to throw the block up. All right.
I can't talk to her.
But old Paul, man, I loved old Paul. We used to be back before when he had hair
Jerry.
in New York City, China Club. I don't know if you got to go there a lot before it shut down and all. China Club. It was a great place, man. It was almost like Studio 54, except a little more subdued. But he would come in there.
Studio 54 also?
Did you say what?
Did you go to Studio 54 also?
No, I never got to. Did you?
Okay.
Never. Was that before us? Our time? Was it still around? I never got to go there.
I think it was before my time, and when I wasn't
by just a few
I
years.
didn't go out, and I wasn't even drinking, very much. So
Very much.
But did you run into any mobsters?
No. Oh, China Club. Yeah, almost got put away by the owner.
Tell the story.
Yeah. Huh?
Is it a mobster story?
Well, yeah. He owned a China Club.
Who was it? Who was it?
Oh, I don't know that. Yeah, you don't think I would tell, do you? I ended up drilling him, man, because he was, I'm not really jealous, sort of like you are. You're so easygoing with Katie, because people are going to look. How are they not going to look? It's when they don't look that you wonder. It's like, wait a minute, is she ugly? What's going on? But I mean, he was so. I hate when you're with somebody. Obviously, you got your arm around them, and they still going to say something or flirt with them. Then I get mad. I don't think that's jealousy. I think you just got disrespected on the spot, And that kind of happened that night, and I drilled him. Just one shot, he went down. And thank God he had just gotten a same kind of thing, except he didn't get knocked out. David Lee Roth, he had done the same thing with David Lee Roth's girlfriend. He was trying to mess with her, and they got in a fight. That's probably a hair pulling contest, but nevertheless, they got into it. But yeah, it was close. The last second. Somebody pulled out the.
He was the owner, though. He was the owner, and you're saying he was a mobster.
Oh, they owned it. I guess he owned it. I'm probably saying too much now, but that was like 30 years ago. So please forgive me, y'all, that might come after me now. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. It was just a punch. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. But what I was gonna say though is, Paul. That Monday nights, especially after Madison Square Garden, was always
Marty, where'd you go? Oh, sorry, I lost you. I found you.
Oh yeah, I lost me too. But so Paul would come in with hair. He'd come in, and it was a big deal partying Monday nights. You meet the celebrities because that's when they would go out because it's so less crowded and all that. Katie, stop looking bored back there. But so. Yeah, he would come in and he would give me ecstasy. He gives here.
He would come in and give you head. Is that what you said?
No, but he probably wanted to. He's giving me ecstasy.
Oh,
3 or 4 shots of ecstasy, like damn, boom, and then we're feeling good and shit. He went from that to ripping me off on checks for ECW days, which I wasn't there.
How much did you work with ECW?
Not much at all. I came in first time I ever saw you in person. Which I fell in love with you, not sexually, but I saw you walking through. I told Savage this. I said, first time I ever saw Rob, he was, I looked like a damn good looking dude, got the look. That it factor, as they call it. Well, y'all stop it.
No, let them do it, man. No, you let them do whatever they want.
No, I know you don't get to see enough.
Let them do it. I'm married, so I'm done.
Yeah, you want to see it. But so, I came in and worked like 3 days at a time. Like I came in and worked with Sandman, Taz. Remember when Eddie was there, Guerrero was.
You don't know what towns, right?
Well, the one was the Philadelphia there where where they're about to have WrestleMania. Not at that arena, but you know where y'all TV tape.
Yeah, where else?
And then a couple cities around New York or close by. I don't remember the name of them. They weren't monsters. It wasn't like New York City or.
But I was
like
on.
that.
I was on those shows.
The TV taping, the one in at the big arena, the ECW arena, I guess.
Right.
But you were walking through, you had that swag. First, that's what caught my attention at first. Like, look at the brother man over there swagging. But it wasn't, and I've said this, it wasn't cocky or arrogant. It was confidence. That I know women like that, like Katie likes that.
And look at him, he's still swagging, Marty.
I know, and you're
All
swagging
these
on
years
kisses.
later, swagging harder than ever. Marty, the first time I saw Rob was when he fought Jerry Lynn. It's the first time I saw him.
Yeah, that love.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna have to wait. Let's count. Let's count how many kisses. That's 3.
Hey,
We'll start from here.
Every time you talk about the first time you saw me in ECW, I'm always going to think that I met you in Aruba when we tag teamed before I was in ECW, but you forget that every single time.
You know why? Because I was drunk that whole weekend.
He was probably oblivious.
I think I sent her to the bar to get refill.
Did we tag together, or we were just there going to tag?
Hey, Marty, I
We
didn't tell you.
tagged, bro. We tagged against
Sabu,
the Mongolian Stomper.
the older man.
No, not the original one.
Oh, okay.
The Eddie Mansfield one.
Eddie loves you, man. Have you talked to him in a while?
Remember the bald guy and he's got a ponytail in the back?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He started doing the movies and stuff.
Yes, him. We tagged against him and his partner.
Oh, I remember now. See, I just need a reminder.
You remember? You remember the tag match?
No, because if I said yes, I'd be lying.
So that would have been 95, and I joined ECW in 96.
Yeah, that's when I did that. Yeah. But Aruba was.
Maybe I didn't have the swagger. Maybe I didn't have the swagger in 95. I was probably.
When I saw you, you did. I think they'd already started making you the star. There with
Maybe
ECW.
you thought I had this shit factor. 95, you're like, this guy's got this shit factor. Then in 96, I upgraded to the it factor. That's probably what happened.
There's not a whole lot of letter changes in that.
Rob, look at
Right,
Marty
yeah.
high flying over here against Jerry Lynn.
Yeah, that Jerry was that was his retirement year, which went on for like 20 years. But he was so good to work with. And I know I've seen parts of your matches with him. Oh, my God.
Oh, you couldn't stay for the whole thing? What'd you do? Watch it?
No, it was on TV.
I watched the rest of it.
It was on TV.
Right in the middle, it's like duck this clothesline, duck this.
Nah, I had to
spinning
shit.
leg sweep, fucking jump, boom, boom. All right. Oh,
But-
I gotta go call a girl.
But so you were there. You actually know.
I know.
Yeah, but Jerry, man, and such a good guy. He's an agent now, I guess. In
AEW.
Yeah, good guy.
And I feel like I'm not 100% sure, but I think that he told me like that the young guys don't want advice from like the.
I can imagine. Yeah.
And then thank you very much, sir.
Who are you thinking? There's nobody there, Casper, the friendly ghost. Who was you just thinking? There he cut his hair.
Yeah. But I heard Tully Blanchard. We talked about this on my show briefly. I heard Tully Blanchard say it, and I guess I'm told that Arn Anderson said it too, although that is hearsay, but that the young guys don't want their input. They've never asked them ever for any help or anything on their matches and stuff. And so that's getting out there because they're doing interviews saying that. And I just have to say, that's important to me. It makes me think, do they think they know it all? Do they not respect these guys?
They're spoiled.
But also, it's awkward for them because they're not taught like us to go around and shake everyone's hand and stuff.
Yeah.
So for them, like when I say I'm at AEW and I walk down the hallway and I don't know any of those guys, if I don't meet eyes and make myself look approachable, they're going to be scared or intimidated to stop me to say, "Hey, Rob, sorry, my name's Dave Genetti." You know what I mean? So I realized that if they're kind of respectfully intimidated. But also, I got to say, when I'm at AEW, the wrestlers do ask me for my advice. So, maybe, I don't know if that's just specific because these guys specifically are fans of mine that I inspired, or does that say something about my generation's respect that we earned with the younger guys versus the generation of?
I think it's a combo of that. Yeah, a little both. They didn't have to do what we did. They didn't have to put what they call paying your dues. They didn't have to do that. They just come. Especially, I don't want to say too many names or any places. I don't want to mention.
But you're right. I mean, that's obvious. They start right out and get paid.
Yeah, they're making money.
They're on TV like they're a 10-year veteran.
Yeah. With NXT and all that, you're already on, and you just started. And then it's sort of like it's similar concept to when a college coach is real good, goes football. Goes like Nick Saban and a couple others going to go to the pros. The difference all of a sudden now where you were coaching up kids, right? Here's what you do. You do this, you do that. Hey, don't do that. Do that. Now you're talking to millionaires. now you're trying to, boss around millionaires who are making more money than you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very similar to that, And
are they going to look up to you when you'd gladly sweep their yard for them?
and the thing is, I mean, we did pave the way. I just can't imagine though, like with you in particular. I mean, shit, you still can get in there and do it with them. They wouldn't come to you and something like
they do those. They'll say, and the guys I work with will say, "Hey, man, is there anything I could do better that you notice and stuff?" So, I mean, I got to put that out there, firsthand experience.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
I feel it's hard for me to believe though. Like Tully, I'm overly impressed with Tully. Like I never really noticed him that much till lately, and just seeing him. Like I actually was him in AEW. I saw him do one thing. It was the Luchasaurus dude. Had him like for a joke, and then he was doing something else. I don't know. And then he had him, and then he had to turn and he was misdirected his attention to somewhere else, and then he came back and did a spin kick to Tully. And in between, just that little space that Tully filled in between, like as soon as he let go of his throat, Tully was like. And then he took that kick, and I was like, just that little thing to me made such a difference.
Yeah,
he was committed. He was in the moment. He was in a fight. He was reacting. The other people, they get trained to just set up and make sure you're there for the next spot.
Yeah,
we're really doing it up here.
Yeah,
I could go right away, and so I became a big fan of Tully's. Not that I had anything against him. I never really
I got you.
And then I was able to see him at a convention a few weeks ago and tell him. And I was just like, bro, man, such a difference.
That one, yeah. And who used to do that?
So much from the whole rest of the card.
Yeah. And Nick Bockwinkel, he used to be he was hard sometimes, but Nick Bockwinkel was real old school. But he taught what you were just saying. He would teach us little things. Can a big difference. And he had a formula that to this day that it will always stand true. He would say, with your match, good match, bad finish equals bad match. Bad match, good finish equals good match. And it's so true, it's something silly and simple as that. I mean, the little things, them veterans on us. We're veterans now. When the veterans on us, that would be like, wow. Well, you're still young, and Savage is still young, but
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Still trying to learn.
What do y'all do? Oh, over there, you pointed at him.
I'm trying to point at him, but I don't know what
by the way, in Hamburg, you ghosted me for the guy right below you. And I know y'all are boys, yeah. I know y'all are boys. But me and you were cutting up. We're going to get together in Hamburg, that place where we had that waffle breakfast thing.
Waffle Mania, baby.
Waffle Mania, that's what it was.
It was basically Tony Atlas and what's his name, Johnny Rods.
That was the Tony Atlas show. All right,
and Rods, because I was sitting right next to him, and damn, save me some of that, bro.
Hey, you know what? I was glad I sat next to Johnny Rods.
Yeah, you were on the other side. Yeah,
I enjoyed talking to him.
One, great. Yeah.
One, he comes across at least 30 years younger than he is.
Yes,
like, it's amazing. He's like, I don't want to say, is he 70 or is he older? He's not younger.
Plus, yeah.
He's up there.
And that's us.
He comes across and looks, and his skin, for some reason, his skin looks so healthy, makes him look, but everything about him. Yeah. But I don't know that I've really sat and talked with him before this, and I know so many of my friends and peers from ECW were trained by him. You know, Devon and Taz and I think Dreamer, right? And like about a lot of the New York guys, anyway, right?
Yeah.
All the New York guys, I think. So I was just, at all points in my career, but right now I appreciate it differently because it can make me feel younger in a way. It can remind me what it's like to still look up to somebody. Like I have so much respect for that not the generation above me, like this guy, not the guys I grew up watching like Marty. No, but I'm talking like the guys that are like up there, like with Sheik, the rest of the Sheik and Killer Kowalski and all those guys. Especially like for those guys, like I love one, I love that they make me feel like a fan, how much I respect and appreciate what they did for the business. And two, I love to get their respect for me because they're so old school. Like if they, watched me work and were a fan of my work and
approve of it. Yeah,
that goes a lot further than an uneducated perspective, and at least in some ways, for my enjoyment at the moment. And
I'm with you on that. Definitely.
There's not that many guys up there yet. Pretty soon they'll be gone. It'll just be me and you, Marty. But
I know, aren't they? It's getting close to that now. It's like, damn, man. You're still so young.
But there's one I consider 6. I've always told Katie this. In the wrestling business, I think 6 years is a generation.
Yeah, because it's quick turnover.
Yeah, because like for me, there's me and my generation. That's like everyone my age. Chris Jericho, Big Show. I think Goldust. There's a bunch of us that are like the exact same age.
That's crazy, man. Hearing all that. That's
6 years older is another generation. I believe you're in there, Marty, with Booker T and with Sabu. And
right about there, yeah.
So for me, I always feel like every 6 years is like a new generation. That's what I've always gone by.
Yeah, it is a quick turnover. Yeah,
you and
especially now, it's even quicker now. I mean,
so when I can talk to guys that are several generations above, like
long term,
Rods, it's amazing to get a chance to talk to someone like that.
But
they wrestled when the business was way different. Even then, I got into it,
Hell, it'll be different next year than it is right now. But so I still got to scold you. So we're there in Hamburg waiting for that damn Awful Waffle Breakfast Club thing.
Did you get any waffles?
I didn't get a damn one. I saw you. Yeah, I know. I saw you kept going.
I'm trying to talk to Marty. God damn it.
They don't understand. Tell them of the Rockers, and then they'll have respect.
Don't lose my train of thought again.
But so I'm going to help you with train of thought. That point down.
Trying to get a waffle. I'm with him. No, I'm with you.
Yeah. Now me and you are getting together. We're going to hook up. And then all of a sudden, Brother Man shows up and you ghosted the shit out of me. I didn't see you the rest of the time.
Whoa. Well, I'll only do that with Sabu.
That's your boy, huh?
He's my blood brother.
Oh, where are you from for real? Like, if I can ask that, if you
Bombay, Michigan.
So that's near Battle Creek, or
no? I'm from Battle Creek. Sabu would announce himself from Bombay, Michigan, instead of Bombay, India. A made up place, but
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what he's always. No, but I'm from Battle Creek. Sabu was living in Lansing, which was 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
So even though I had written and called wrestling schools all over the country, maybe a few out of the country, and done my homework, driven and visited some, and was saving up money and was going to go and move and do whatever to be a pro wrestler.
And he was right there.
Boom. That was the universe taking care of me.
Right there. Yeah. That's wild, man. They, you know, I think I told this on your show. When did we do that? Last week, week before?
A few days ago.
That was yesterday. that was at 1 o'clock this morning.
It was like yesterday afternoon, Marty. Oh, he's laughing over there. I gotta ask you about your match with Bam Bam and himself. Is there anything you could tell us about Bam Bam and your match with him?
Yeah, you know, I gotta think if I can think of anything that I haven't said before, but a lot of times I've said in interviews, one, I like Bam Bam and I was a fan. And okay, here we go. I'll tell you everything I can about Bam Bam Bigelow. I think this was the first time I went to a live wrestling show, but I could be wrong. It was one of the first times, though. I was leaving my house to go to the Kellogg Center Arena to go watch wrestling, and it might have been my very first time to go to live wrestling. And the local news, because they were promoting WWF coming to town, they did a little thing on wrestling. They had a little, little piece on professional wrestling, and they visited the Monster Factory in New Jersey, and I saw Bam Bam Bigelow there as a student, rolling in the ring. Yeah, pretty sure Scotty Flamingo was there too.
I'm aboard.
Scotty, he was like Scotty the Body or something.
Yeah, Scotty the Body, and then he was Johnny Polo,
better known as Raven.
Yeah, he finally became Raven.
Yeah, and by the way, I called the Monster Factory when I called all the schools and wrote to them, and when I told you that before I went to the Sheiks, I talked to Larry Sharp on the phone, and I was just a kid in high school. Said, I'm going to be a pro wrestler. What's it cost there? Boom, boom, boom. And I could hear people taking body slams in the background. He probably picked the right time to call me back. I was so impressed. I was, oh my God, man, it's so real. I want to be there. Like, it made it so attainable. I could hear the bumps in the background. I was going to make it.
And it's probably a soundtrack for when you call.
Yeah. It might have been. What's up, dude? That's probably right.
Yeah, but, like you say, you get the whole feeling. You're right. Yeah, I got to do it.
Yeah,
that's like they do the casinos. They set the machines like the little whatever they call it, the one.
Oh yeah, the noise to encourage.
Yeah, they set them so they hit more by the door. So when you're coming in, you get all excited. When you're leaving and you hear it, you're like, all right, one more time.
Right. What was that? I was talking about the Sheik, or I was talking about something, or I had an unfinished finish.
You were talking about Bam Bam Bigelow. You saw him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Respect, Bam Bam. Sorry, bro. So, anyway, I saw him in the wrestling school training, so I'll never forget that. And then when he was in ECW, I was stoked. Like as a fan of wrestling, because I really, once I got into wrestling, the fan in me was pushed out a lot. Not 100%, but most of it. Like, that was the rule.
What do you mean? You lost me.
Okay, well, okay, so like the Sheik and Sabu were so old school. They were like, okay, once you get in, you're one of the boys. You're not a fucking mark.
Oh, okay, got you.
Your first time I was allowed in a dressing room, they said you don't talk to anybody unless you're going to introduce yourself, and then that's it, unless they talk to you. Yeah. And they were like, no fucking pictures. Nowadays, when I work an indie show, every wrestler gets a photo with me on their camera, and I don't mind, but it was so different back then. You know what I mean?
Oh, big time, yeah.
Right. So they stripped that of me. Like, before the first time I was allowed in the dressing room, they were like, you're not a fucking fan if you're one of the boys. You can be one, but you can't be both. Don't fucking mark out on anybody. If you see someone from TV, fucking either introduce yourself or don't say shit. That's what I mean.
Don't sit there and gawk at them.
No, probably at first, but honestly though, it worked. I mean, it became just business for me, like way early in my career, which probably took away from a lot of the enjoyment that I could have had. Just because I see other fans that they've been working 20 years, they're still excited to be in the dressing room with Undertaker, and I'm like, he's a peer, he's someone we work with. Like, I don't get it.
Well, it does become like that. I mean, it's almost natural.
So what I wanted to say was this was intentionally stripped from me as part of my training. Yeah. However, in ECW, even though I've been working like 6 years or so, when there was guys that would come into ECW, they were way bigger than ECW, like Bam Bam Bigelow, like Sid Vicious, like Rick Rude. Dude, I got to tell you, I marked out. It was like good for the company.
Right.
So
I see you. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Hey, tell that little troublemaker right there. She ran off again.
So working with Bam Bam, one thing, one thing.
You didn't see John there. You didn't see. We can't see John.
Yeah, we didn't see him, but I don't want to move on. R.I.P. Like I talk about him so many times. He's not making any news stories. So let me tell you this. He was a receiver. I love that he was a receiver. Some wrestlers claim that I'm snug sometimes, but with Bam Bam, I knew if I ever caught him extra hard, game of potato, I knew it was coming back, and I loved that. I love that because that's the way that I got trained, and it was just if I threw it sometimes back then when I was still putting it together.
What they call it? What they call it? Receipt.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even know, bro.
Yeah, they don't even, do they even still use any of the old terminology?
Yeah, you're so WWE. No, but back then, like especially '96 and some of '97, when I was still putting my shit together, I was looking back a little careless. I broke Stevie Richards' orbital by throwing this fucking.
What's the orbital? This?
Yeah, the orbital bone right here. It fucked him up, and
I saw it. Yeah.
But I did this spin kick that's like. It's really stiff if it hits somebody, and I thought he was.
Yeah, it's in there.
It was just risky because, like, he didn't hear me, whatever. But I would do shit. I would take a chair and throw it across the ring.
Yeah, but that's ECW style, though.
No, but like I threw a chair at Pitbull Anthony one time, and then it spun before it hit him, and then it went
that corner
open, and then I'm like. That is stupid. I didn't know till I did it. You know what I mean? Like I had to do it first and learn the style and shit. With Bam Bam, I'd work with him. He'd receipt me when I would do shit.
Yeah. I'm so glad because I had to work with him a bunch. Thank God I was extra light because he can hurt you if he wants to.
I just brought him up because that's one of the most memorable matches for my childhood.
Yeah, I loved working with him. He was so fucking strong.
So visually entertaining.
And he got me over so much. Out of my whole career, I can say that the pivotal moment where I became a superstar was one special night in '98 when I beat Bam Bam Bigelow for the ECW Television Championship. That one night elevated me, and I never looked back.
Cool, man. Cool. Savage, I almost said Mizzy. Savage, are you yes.
Kane and Abel?
I love and miss him so much. Can you pull up real quick that motorcycle scene?
Oh,
the wreck. It was just like
in case you missed it, Rob.
Well, I'm doing a selfie with someone.
Oh, selfie time. We'll play one more time.
It was just like left of the picture. But
hey, dude. That was the Knockers, Marty, Jannetty, and Shawn Michaels.
You broke my glass of champagne. I knew it. I knew you was going to.
This, man.
Are y'all here just visiting?
Like Ultimate Warrior, I'm throwing my couch over.
Let this guy know he's crashing the party with Marty.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Rob. So that motorcycle wreck, I was going to peacefully do a lap around the fountain inside. That was in India, somewhere, Bombay probably, in India. And the doorman actually opened the door. But, Bam Bam was a biker. He was a biker too, so he knew. and he saw me coming up, and he's doing this. He's like,
Yeah.
and I thought he was like, don't. Yeah, I thought he was talking about don't ride the motorcycle inside the damn lobby of the old 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
But him being a biker, he was saying they just waxed the floor. And so when I turned the steering, it just kept sliding straight right into that damn pool. But Bammer, he told me later, he goes, I was trying to tell you. I said, bro, I'm on the bike. I didn't know. I thought you just didn't want me riding it in the lobby of a hotel in India. Oh, Bam, man. He was a good one, man.
Yes.
Bam was a good one. I love that guy.
Well, I mean, this was
Can
like.
you see this guy though? I don't even know if you can see his picture. Is he there?
It's the match of my career. What do you want me to say? That's like
which one? Which one we're looking at?
This moment right here.
Right there.
Okay. Look at what's his name. He was actually.
Can't say enough about Cena. Not only like John Cena is so good, and like obviously he's polarizing because he also stands for a particular brand so much.
Yeah.
He's such a poster child that certain people are going to be turned off by that, but he's so good at his job. He understands the business so much. And when I got to wrestle him, and really this night that down here, Marty, the build up
right there.
The build up
for me is over there.
No, here. Get with me, bro. The build up this night was my entire fucking career.
Damn.
It wasn't like a 2-week like it was me sticking to my guns despite everyone trying to change me, my hardcore style, everything I ever fought for to keep it extreme my whole career, and that's what I was fighting for against Cena, who stood for everything. Everything else, the WWE.
Wholesome and pure, yeah.
So the crowd, was our territory. They were so much 100% for me and everything I stood for. That match was so symbolic. Besides it being a great match, I
got to see it. I didn't get to see that. I feel so bad, especially telling you. But I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I guarantee you've never seen a crowd like this one.
No, really?
They were ready to murder John Cena that night.
Is that right?
The people wanted to actually stab him. Like if he would have lost, there probably would have been a riot.
I promise you. Yes. The crowd.
I will watch it.
Those are my people.
Where was it?
New York City, baby.
I was going to say
Manhattan Ballroom Center. Place we did our last few ECW pay-per-views. Hey, I'm talking to Marty.
Marty,
they are not respecting it. Give me some of that champagne. I'll make them.
You got a steel chair over there. Just hit him with a Van Daminator. Where was the Van
Daminator? Don't throw it.
I just got to ask him real quick, Marty, because he's on your podcast, but I got to steal the spotlight for 1 second. Where did the Rob Van Daminator come from? Was that just made up in the gym? The Van Daminator.
The name or the move?
The move. And you can say the name too.
Well, so the very first night that I was going to come to ECW, Sabu had been trying to get me to come for a while. That was like a several-month thing in the making. And then I'm finally going to go to ECW. And I'd seen the footage. It's a way different product. I was intimidated by the style, the whole vibe. I'm in Augusta, Georgia, saying USA, USA. Come on, everybody. Come on. You know what I mean? And that's how you get over it down there. No offense, Marty.
No. Trust me.
Not Valdosta, Georgia. Where the fuck are you?
Well, I'm in Columbus. I'm on the other side.
I'm in Columbus, Georgia. Yeah. Going. Come on, everybody. Hey. Anyway.
Remind me, I got to tell a story based off that, what you just said.
All right,
go ahead.
Got to tell a story. So anyway, I was intimidated by the fact that there's no kids. It's all adults in these black rock and roll shirts. The whole fucking, I don't know, is that rock music? That music, the whole, even that music, like, was all the whole vibe, from White Zombie to everything. It was so different and so dark and so adult. And I loved it. but I was also intimidated, like, I got to adjust, you know what I mean? So before my very first match, I had a pen and paper and I was writing down new moves. I was like, I need some new moves that are hardcore, and I was like, I wonder if I could like throw a chair up in the air,
kick it,
and do a spinning back kick and kick it into someone's face. I was like,
yeah, good control.
There was so many. I wrote down like 6, 7, maybe 8 moves.
Yeah.
Interesting to see that list, to find it and see like what I've used. I don't think I've used all of it. Some of it I might not have, but it was just one of several moves that I thought would help transition me into this new realm. I had no idea that would be a finisher and win me championship titles. You know what I mean? Had no idea.
That's wild, man. I mean, we do that. Like we watch when I went to Japan the first time, like what you just said, watching like shit, and they're doing shit we ain't never seen, in America. So I'm like, notes, you're right. Like, what the? It would be like, I don't even know what he did. I don't know how to write that down.
I always, for me, I mean, I think everyone understands that I'm one of a kind.
Yeah.
I didn't know how different I was, honestly, until wrestling told me. But
until what?
Until wrestling told me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That I'm one of a kind. I'm unique. Everyone tell me I'm so different, unorthodox. Like
because we just see us as us. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I did always have a hard time fitting in, and it makes my whole life make so much sense. But what I was gonna say was, even before my first match, I was coming up with moves that I hadn't seen before. That's what interested me. I was thinking, I had a ring, and it was like a kickboxing ring with thick nylon ropes that were kind of loose. But I'd never even had a match yet, a pro match. And I'm thinking, like, I wonder.
Creating shit, yeah.
I wonder if I can jump up and do a split and land in the corner on the top rope and bounce off my hamstrings and fucking flip back and land on the guy. Split-legged moonsault way before my first match.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
When did you actually start your martial arts training? Like 5 years old, 7?
No, I wouldn't. I think I was probably like 13-ish, maybe 14-ish. Yeah,
that's still young. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're good by the time you're 19. It's pretty. Even before
I've just always enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like even watching the movies, I would study the movies. Chop Saki Theater is what it was called. These weekly shows from the Far East, and I would watch them and not only do like the kicks and stuff, but I learned to run up a tree and do a backflip from watching these movies.
Yeah, way back before that was like everybody. Girls do it now. I didn't mean to put girls down. That was like a
yeah.
But I did the same thing with the Aikido. Like with what's his name, Steven Seagal, with the Aikido stuff. It's like, wow, so effortless, right? And it's what you do. Use the weight against them and twist and turn. And I used to love watching that. Like what you were just saying.
You took some Aikido?
Yeah, I did a little bit of everything when I was doing Chung Mudo, which is. Yeah, and it was it took 7 different.
And how long were you doing them?
and as Gat would have it, that school got sued for false, deceptive business practice.
Are you good? It's nice.
Hey, Marty, what was that again? Chung Judo?
Chung Mudo.
Chung Mudo. And it was they would teach it at like Mondays. It would be Aikido, Tuesdays Judo, Wednesdays Karate, Kempo Karate. It was it's hard enough to learn one art. Right? You go and teach 7 at one time. Like each day of the week, you come whenever you want. And I'd like to go at.
That's what most dojos do. I went to the Battle Creek Budokan and I started with these coupon books. Like my mom would buy a coupon book. And all the businesses around town, it's like there's dinner at Ponderosa, whatever, and there'd be like a free week for Aikido or whatever at the Budokan. So I used that, and I went, and that's where I learned Aikido. I took the classes, and I was learning the principles of it. Like, okay, you're completing the circle. Got it. Someone comes in with a strike, it makes half a circle. I'm using their momentum. I'm completing the circle. Transitioning them through it. Boom.
Right.
Okay, cool. Got it. And then after my coupon expired, somehow I got over with the instructors enough to where I got invited to come and hang out back because I didn't have the money for classes. And that was like most of my martial arts experience was just that. I would use the coupon book while I would go with a friend, and then I would just come back for free afterwards.
How the fuck you get so good?
So I got into kickboxing, and kickboxing is as a sport.
Yes.
That means it doesn't matter if you're a black belt, I'm a white belt.
Yes,
we
of course.
the ring, and if I can knock you out, I can knock you out. So that's
George Foreman. You got a puncher's chance.
So that removes a lot of boundaries and becomes more about what really works and shit. And that was the only thing that I really claim was me that I did. The other things I did, like a taste of this, a taste of that. Although there was a sport, Kaiju Kenpo, that I took in Savannah that has 5 arts in it. It's karate, judo, Kenpo, boxing.
So it's like Chung Mudo almost.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I think we can copyright Chung Mudo. Rob, are you going to WrestleMania by chance? Do you have any plans for Mania? Gonna be in Philly, big ECW town.
Well, you can't get. It might be a surprise.
I will be there. I will be there at the very least at WrestleCon. I have gotten allegedly I got booked for an appearance, and then allegedly that appearance was canceled when I showed up on an alleged competitor's TV program.
Staying safe.
And then allegedly I might be booked.
or hypothetically.
I'm going to be there at WrestleCon.
Okay, cool. Those alleged bastards.
And remember that. He goes allegedly, whereas we go hypothetically. Same thing.
I had to update Marty. He didn't know that you were in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, why you didn't
know I was a Hall of Famer, bro?
Yeah, no, you didn't tell me. I knew you was going. I just didn't know when.
No, people used to always ask me, like, do you think you'll be in the Hall of Fame or when do you think you'll be in it? I always said, like, I don't have any expectations. Like, I can see it. I can also see it now happening. And I try to approach all life like that. No expectations. That's RVDology 101 on my YouTube page. Expectations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it wasn't.
That's a real deal. That's a real thing.
Yeah, no, really. Expectations don't do anything except for set you up for disappointment. I mean, they do. I should say they don't do anything but that. But overall, it's best that not.
It gives you direction. Yeah.
Live in the moment. Boom. Experience it.
Yep.
It was an honor. Apparently Vince thought that I was in the Hall of Fame already, and they had a conversation at the table. And I think it was Michael Hayes that said, Vince, Rob's not in the Hall of Fame.
He's like, what?
Put him on the phone. And Johnny Ace called me and, Robbie, Vince wants to know if you want to be in the Hall of Fame. Anyway, it was an honor. Boom, boom, boom. 2021. In front of no people because it was COVID. So it wasn't like the best out of all the best, but that'd be bitching. It's an honor, and I got the ring.
Yeah. And let me see. You got it. I saw a ring. I think that's your wedding ring. The other one.
Oh no,
stiff. You were stiff.
I don't wear the Hall of Fame
ring. No, let me see that ring though. That's a good looking ring.
Thanks, bro.
Damn, bro. I saw it a while ago. I was going to ask you. Damn, that's a nice ring.
I don't always wear the Hall of Fame ring. Sometimes I do.
No, you know who does? Greg Valentine and Ted DiBiase. Every time I see them.
Yeah, but when you see them, it's at wrestler get-togethers. I try to wear mine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I forget half the time, but I try to do it then. That's what I do when I wear them.
I'd be scared to be in the Hall of Fame because I'll lose the ring. And you imagine losing the ring. I mean, I lose my phone. That phone's pretty important. I lose that 6 times a year, except this shit one right now. I tried to get rid of this one. Now,
Marty Jannetty.
Yes, sir.
You want to hear how much I can relate to what you just said?
How much? And yes, I do want to hear.
Okay, so we have the Hall of Fame induction. I get my Hall of Fame ring. A few days later, I'm in Wisconsin at this wrestling show. And I go home and I leave my ring in the hotel.
Oh boy.
And so it took an honest maid to call.
Got lucky. Oh boy.
It took an honest front desk person to call the promoter. That took an honest promoter. Thank you, Ben Manthey. Of course he's honest. He's a good guy. To call me and say, like, after I got home, like that day, he's like, dude, did you leave your ring in the hotel? I'm like,
oh shit.
oh my God, did I? Yeah, I wasn't used to having it, you know, and I'm not a big jewelry guy.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, we don't wear that shit.
Sometimes I take this off in the gym to work out, and then I forget it, you know, and then I hate it if I'm like on my way to leave town or something. I'm like, fuck, you know, because I just want people to look.
Plus, Katie whooped that ass if she finds out you took that off.
Yeah, but you know,
Where did she escape to? Where'd she go?
She's right over here playing on her phone.
Oh, on the phone.
He's asking about you, baby. He's asking about you.
Yeah, we're just checking on you. Make sure you ain't get over there getting hustled.
You still talk with Vince?
Or hustling somebody.
You still talk with Vince or Triple H at all?
Well, what?
Do you still talk to Vince or Triple H at all ever?
No.
He's like,
I didn't mean that to be funny, but I don't. I never really talk to Hunter. If I had that relationship with him where we talked, maybe I would be there. I'm assuming that's a big reason why I'm not there. Everyone can see I'm still fucking in better shape than ever, can work like a motherfucker. If you ask me why I'm not there, I gotta say probably relationships with the office, but I don't know.
I thought they love you, man.
I don't know.
You should call Vince and just.
Who's they? I doesn't. But anyway,
Vince, and it stops there.
Listen, once this thing happened, with Vince and the scandal. I heard from Kevin Nash actually, but it wasn't firsthand. It was him saying it, but I don't think he told me. I think I heard him tell someone else, maybe on the podcast, if I remember right. But I heard him say that Vince changed his number. I tried his number, got nothing. Boom. So I haven't talked to him since then.
Okay. Well, shit. I mean, who knows?
When you were working with Triple H back in the day, doing those promos, there was a famous one on Raw. I think this was before you became a world champion. Was that like a shoot, or did you guys talk about it?
That's too vague, brother. Objection, Your Honor. Vagueness.
In general, when you would work with
can you clarify or specify what you're talking about?
In general, when you work with Triple H, like promo-wise, would you guys talk about what you would say, or would it just be a shoot sometimes?
Still vague.
I feel like that's hard to answer. I think it'd be circumstantial. I think it would depend. I don't think I would have to run everything by him. So, if there was anything that was like needed a specific feedback or was extra edgy, then maybe, but I kind of assume that he knows everything and everything is probably run by him, but that doesn't mean that I would run stuff by him. So, I don't remember ever getting together and working on anything like that.
Okay. No, I just
don't recall, Your Honor. No, you're not Your Honor.
It was this one promo I saw. We had the really long hair. He was the world champion, and he was basically saying, "You're not championship material." And you were doing impressions of him, making fun of him, and it looked like it was really getting under his skin on TV.
I doubt that he ran anything by me that he was going to say. Let me put it that
way. There's that pretty black-haired girl behind you again.
Who's that pretty? Hey. So now you're all elite, doing your thing, working with your friends backstage, having good matches, too, on TV all the time.
Thanks, dude.
Always, yeah.
I'm consistent.
You're still killing it, man. With that match you had with, I want to ask you about Tony Khan. How's it like working with him so far?
Man, he's been so cool. He's like the nicest guy, and he's got like this genuine positiveness about him that like makes me feel like he appreciates me much like a fan. You know what I mean? Like after my match, he'll say like Rob, and he'll want to break it down. You know, like after I come back from the curtain, he'll be like, Rob, the match was awesome, and you were great, and the crowd loved it, and I loved this and that, and it was awesome. That goes like so far. You know what I mean? Because we're there. Mostly all of us are there for the guy that's paying us, and we want him to be right. And it's like a lot of times that doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
A lot.
Mostly,
a lot.
Like, you know, it becomes so routine. Like I remember, I don't know. I just remember being in the routine so much. After a while, it was just like, thanks, good match, and that's all you would. And it would be like, you know, but I don't know. I mean, I guess for me, a lot of times I would get a little bit more. Because I do shit that people don't do and stuff. But I just remember one time in particular, I did this match in TNA. After the match, this one Bruce Pritchard was there. After the match, I walked through the gorilla to get any feedback. Open, my ears are open to hear what anybody wants to say.
Hear that.
The match that's sitting right there. But usually they just go like, "Thank you." Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bruce Pritchard,
all that for that.
And the money,
but that too, and
that's what I would have to tell myself and remind myself. That's right. Just that has to become the inspiration because, you know. But it's a job, you know. But anyway, one time Bruce Pritchard stops me when I'm coming through, right, and he says, "Rob," and I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like he's gonna say something. It was just so routine for a while that I felt like they didn't give a fuck, and they were just like, "Hey, thanks, Rob," you know. And I was like, "Is he going to critique my match?" No one's got the ball here to critique my match because they didn't. Like it was like they were afraid to say something, or they thought it would be disrespectful. It was weird.
Or they didn't have nothing to add because it was that good. They're scared to tell you anything.
Maybe it felt, who knows?
Yeah, you know,
it really felt to me like. I wish they would have talked to me a lot of times and stuff. Both times I was there, I think. But anyway, at this time, Bruce stops me when I'm coming after a match. He's like, "Hey, Rob, come here." And I'm like, "Oh, my God, you know what? What have we here?" You know?
What's this all about?
All ears.
Yes, Bruce Pritchard, what do you got?
Yeah.
And he says, after you hit him with the Rolling Thunder, you covered him. And you didn't just go chest to chest, but you actually pushed down on a shoulder with both your hands.
Oh, okay. Or hooked a leg. Yeah. So he was bragging on you.
He was, but
okay.
I do that every
time. Yeah.
Single.
And he just saw it.
He's trying to give me a compliment, but I took that as if he's telling me he never fucking watched.
Yeah, you ain't. Yeah, it's the first time you watched.
So that kind of backfired. I was just like, I just looked at him and he said, "So that's good." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I do that." And it didn't feel good. It felt like he was saying, "I'm gonna just watch this match."
Yeah, I didn't notice you before.
Yeah, and that's happened a few times. You know, that with different agents, so we could talk about it different times for different reasons. But that's a fact, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, let's get together again. Go ahead and run this out.
We have to. Yeah, I just wanted to bring up his obviously his pro wrestling tee store. He's got a store on eBay. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube
what's
channel.
my store on eBay? RVD eBay?
I believe it's RVD eBay. And on Pro Wrestling Tees, it's Rob.
Man, you got cool ass shit.
No, but that CBD shit's old, bro. Get rid of that.
Shit? All right. Yeah. you got the YouTube channel. That's brand new.
ebaystores.com/TheRealRVD. Look, you ain't even calling my shit right, bro. I see it right there on the
Okay, he's Bruce Pritchard.
I want my money back.
One of a kind
Bruce Pritchard.
That's why I couldn't sit there anymore.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the One of a Kind podcast, though? That's your new deal with Premier Streaming Network, right?
Yes, sir. And it's also on my YouTube page. We put it on there at The Real RVD. And we're having a lot of fun with it. And you guys, thanks for being on it last week. We had fun.
Oh, it was a good time. Yeah, that was real good.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here, man.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Order another bottle of champagne. And Marty, why don't
save
you
me some.
Send us off, Marty.
All right. I love you, Rob. Thank you so much for being on. Man, the best time always with you. And the rest, everybody else out there, we love y'all. Join us next week. Same damn time, same damn place.
Yay! Dude, if you're seeing this right now, you're watching The Party with Marty.
Yeah.